Hi everyone, welcome to this week's edition of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have the amazing Keira Anderson, who is a project assistant at Patch Creative. So welcome, Keira. How are you?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me. How are you?
Yeah, good. And so we were just chatting before we went to air, and you were telling me that you finished your course last year at USC. So what did you actually study last year? What degree did you finish?
So I studied a Bachelor of Business and I majored in Tourism, Leisure and Event Management. However, at the start of last year with COVID and whatnot, I was actually had a little bit of a moment. So in semester 2, I think I took either 2 or 3 of your social media classes as well.
Excellent.
So that's sort of the area I'm leaning more towards now with the current environment that the world is in.
And it's a nice mix as well, I think, because you need social media for all of the other disciplines that you covered as well.
Definitely, yeah.
And so, what have you been doing since you finished your degree?
So I actually just continued in my retail job for about six months, looking for work on the side, and then I landed the position here at Patch Creative about 2 months ago.
Excellent. So tell me what is Patch Creative, and tell me what your job involves there.
So Patch Creative is a creative design services company. So we do animation, branding, graphic recording, illustration, pretty much everything in that sphere that you can think of.
Is that some work behind you? Like there's some really beautiful pictures. There's some great pictures behind you.
Yeah. That's some of our stuff up in our office in Budger.
Yeah.
Yeah, the team are really, really talented.
And so what is your job like as a project coordinator? What do you have to do?
So I dip my toes into a few different areas of the business right now because we are just a core team of 3. My main role is communicating with clients, so email, phone calls, face-to-face meetings and Zoom meetings as well. I also handle our social media channels. Pretty much anything that needs to happen on the day, I just jump onto that.
That's good. And I guess you'll never get bored because every day is different.
Yeah, exactly. It's such an exciting job. And I guess you come in every day and you think you know what you're going to do, but we've got to be really flexible. Things pop up. So I just jump onto this task, jump onto that task. But I get bored really quickly, so I like it that way.
Yeah, I'm a bit the same.
Yeah.
What do you think set you apart from other people going for that role?
So I've actually had a chat to my creative director about this one, and he said that what set me out was how driven I was to have the position, but he said it was a fine line between being driven and being desperate as well. So I just when I applied for the job, I just really expressed how keen I was. I kept following him up. I kept offering anything else that I could help with my application. Sorry, we've just got someone at the door.
That's okay. This is live.
Pardon?
I said this is live, so.
Yeah. No, I think just how driven and motivated I was, and I guess the fact that maybe I wasn't as educated and as experienced as other applicants, but I was really willing and eager to learn as well.
Yeah. And so you're telling me, I asked how did you learn about this job, and you told me it was LinkedIn.
Yeah, so I think I found it on a Friday night in LinkedIn and I applied for it. And I think what helped me with that was that I have been on LinkedIn for a while. I have made sure my profile is really filled out. It's got examples of what I've done through your classes at uni with real clients and all of that sort of stuff as well. So that's something that I definitely think helped me set me apart from other graduates as well.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, LinkedIn is so powerful. Like it can do so much and connect you to so many different opportunities. If you
definitely,
and
so it's very underrated.
I know, and I think I hopefully just sharing your experience will encourage others to give it a go as well. And so, what has been some of the best career advice you've been given so far?
I think to just believe in yourself and just go for it. I think one of the reasons that I did struggle to find employment for a while after university was the fact that I didn't truly believe in myself. And then I sort of just reached this point. I was like, well, what am I doing? Like, I can do it and I will do it. And I think that would probably be the best piece of advice.
Yeah, I think I think that too. Like I think sometimes I guess you fall into and it was Lexi Google, who was on the show a few weeks ago. She did this amazing speech at graduation, just saying how you get into this mindset when you're studying that you're just a student, but she said you need to think of yourself as an emerging professional because you're there to gain skills and knowledge in a particular area, and you often know you'll leave knowing a lot more than most people who haven't studied in that area. So it's really celebrating that and I guess even articulating that when you're going for jobs.
And I think as well, if someone can tell that you don't believe in yourself, how are they going to believe in you that you will be capable of that position as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and it's not, I guess being confident is not arrogant. And I think sometimes people confuse the two. So
yeah, exactly. Very good point.
And so at university, what are some of the things that you learned there that have really helped you in your current role?
Time management and prioritizing tasks. And I think another one as well is client and intern experience. So I did have a bit of prior experience in how to communicate in a professional world, which I've definitely brought forward to this position. But yeah, going back to all the uni tasks and like I guess working on the side and then managing a full-time uni schedule. My role here is to do a lot of prioritizing and scheduling of projects. So I think that that's really helped me.
Yeah. And on the flip side, what is some task or some knowledge or skill that you wish you had learned at university that you've really needed in your current role?
This is quite a niche one. I actually really struggled to think of something, but when I had a bit more of a think about it, I think Google advertising, Facebook advertising, MailChimp, like I know that there are courses out there on the internet for it, but they can often be quite long. I've tried myself to get into the Google skill shots, I think that they're called. But I didn't find them very helpful personally. So I think maybe a marketing or a social media class about that at university would be really advantageous.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. In the social media management course we have now, if the student's client wants ads like Facebook ads, then the student gets the opportunity to actually get that experience. But yeah, I think maybe digital advertising with a focus on the social platforms and Google. Absolutely. So there's Google Digital Garage. Yeah, so you can do those certifications, which are really helpful and they're free. But yeah, I agree. Just that swing to sort of digital advertising is important because it's used so much now,
I think but that's sort of what we were talking about before. It probably wasn't as much 2 or so years ago, but it's just emerging and it's just growing so rapidly at the moment that I think in universities we need to be keeping up with that pace as well.
Absolutely. I know, I totally agree. And I think, so I mean, in the social media courses, they would really need on its own because it's such a big topic. Like the platforms can be, and I mean, Google ads and Facebook ads are like a science, like trying to, there's so many variations and combinations and aspects.
And it's changing all the time. There's always new updates, new features.
Yeah, that's right. So so actually just focusing on the ad side, I completely agree with you. And so you also said that you look after your company's social channels. So because you're very active with that, so what's something that you've learned in the last couple of weeks? Because as we say, social media is always changing. So like a tool or a platform change or something of that nature that you found really interesting that you'd like to share?
From a company level, I have heard that since Reel analytics have become live on Instagram, how great Reels actually are. We haven't personally done one here, but I've got a few ideas in the works of what I would like to do. And then I think on a personal level as well, the like feature on Instagram, how it was removed, how we could see how many likes other people got for a while, and it's been actually added on. But then they re-updated it again that you can actually hide how many likes, which I think is something that everyone should be aware of. Because that kind of environment of how many likes you're getting and stuff, on a business level, it's great to know. But on a personal level, sometimes it can get quite toxic.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's about, I guess, not equating your self-worth with how people are engaging with your content. And I think that's a trap people fall into, and the same as like comparing themselves to others on social media, and not like we don't really do it to like people in movies and things like that. You know, we know that's a constructed representation of reality. It's not true, and so we need to, I guess, look at social media in that same way.
In the same way, yep, definitely. Really good point.
Yeah, but did you know with Instagram and the likes, if you went to the desktop version, you could still see it all. So it was just.
I didn't know that. Yeah. I remember when they first removed it, being like a teenager and growing up in that world, I hated it. But when they put them back, I went, oh no, I hate this now too. So it's really nice to know that we have that flexibility now and that user control to be able to enable or disable likes.
Yeah, and I think that's better too, like rather than imposing something on everyone. And I think Facebook was even considering taking them off as well, but I think that's sort of shifted too now.
Yeah, I'm not as sure about Facebook actually.
Yeah, and so what advice would you give to emerging professionals? I don't want to call people current students. I want to call them emerging professionals because they're studying in a particular area to, you know, possibly work in that area upon graduation. So what advice would you give them to be successful in their careers?
Set up a LinkedIn profile. Do it while you're at uni. Connect with it. Like I know a lot of the USC lecturers and tutors are on there. Connect with those people. Interact with people. Connect with other students in your cohort as well. It's actually really nice to stay on LinkedIn and see what everyone else is up to as well as we all graduate together. I think put a lot of effort into your resume. I think that there are plenty of tools out there such as Canva that just enable you to make a really cool resume that will help you stand out. And then going back to what I was saying before, believe in yourself, don't give up, keep trying.
Great advice. And, you know, with the whole resume thing, I'll put a link into a whole sort of online workshop that I've created that's all free that I deliver to students at the end of every semester that really they found really helpful. So there's even that you can use as a guide too.
And that's the thing these days, there's so many resources out there. It just takes a simple Google. There will be workshops on everything. Even I know there's a lot of Instagram accounts now that share all kinds of tips to do with social media and stuff as well. So just sort of try and stay up to date, stay tuned in with that world.
Totally, and you have to, particularly if you're planning to work in social media, you have to be up to date every day. And the most important question of all is, who do you like, share, and follow?
So there is a social media agency. I believe that the owner is based in Sydney and they all work virtually. She's probably got about maybe 5,000, 6,000 followers. So she's still quite small. I'm not sure if you've heard of her. SBJ Studios.
I think I have, yeah. So tell me more about it.
So I actually only recently discovered her, but as I was saying before, she posts heaps of helpful tips. Some examples were like what to include in a social media strategy, how to increase your organic reach. And then last week in particular, they went on a little retreat, her and her team. I think there's 3 or 4 of them. And they just posted all the behind the scenes stuff of that. And I just thought it was just awesome just to get that really personal look into their business.
Yeah. That sounds good. I'm going to go and check out their content. And can you maybe put a link in the comments? So
definitely, of course. Yeah, and I mean, the girl that owns that, she started off by herself. I think she's only 22 years old. She's now got a team of 2 or 3 other girls, and it's just so inspiring. And I don't even actually think she went to uni. She just really believed in herself, set out, did it, and now she's successful.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it? Like it's all about that self-belief and just giving it a go, not being scared to take a risk and just have a go. I was going to talk to you too about you're planning to go on with your studies?
Yes. So I actually recently got accepted into a Master of Digital Marketing at UTS, so the University of Technology in Sydney, to study part-time online. And that sort of links into the skills and the gaps that I felt like I didn't have from university. Coming into this position, I sort of went, okay, well, I could teach it myself, but reached out to you and I went, okay, well, what's out there? Found this course and it just looks perfect for what I'd like to learn.
yeah, they're great in that particular space. So yeah, I'll be interested to see and to hear your feedback on that too. So
yeah,
that's
I've actually spoken to Jessie, one of the girls that I graduated with, about it to get her feedback on the course, and she just couldn't speak any highly of it. So I'm really excited.
Yeah, it's all you just have to keep learning. That's the thing. It never ends.
Keep growing, keep learning.
Cool. And so, apart from all the amazing things you've already shared, do you have any final words you'd like to leave us with?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Keira. It was really great to chat to you again.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. And next week we have Katie Matus, who's the founder and CEO of Trash Marketing. So that'll be an interesting interview as well. So thanks, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you.